When is a good time to start a reseller business? Well, I'm going to tell you. The answer is very simple. The answer is now. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about some items that you may already have, and if you don't have them, are very easy to get a hold of to earn some extra income today. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tyler, and I'm a full-time reseller focusing early on eBay sales. I've been doing this full-time for a short period of time. However, I do have a little bit of experience. I've done this in the past, a little here and there. Just recently, I've decided to make this a full-time career. I'm absolutely passionate about it. I love what I do, and I am here to offer a beginner's mindset to anybody who is thinking about starting a resale. So let's jump right in. I have 4 items that I think are necessary for starting your resale business, regardless of what platform you decide you want to sell on. If you're doing it locally through Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Amazon, whatever the case may be, I believe that there are 4 necessary items that you should have at the beginning of your business. Item number 1 kind of goes without saying. You have to have an account set up regardless of the platform that you are using to resell any of your merchandise, whether it be local listing, Amazon, eBay, any of those. You have to have an account set up to sell. I'm going to focus on eBay sales because that is what I do. So as far as eBay goes, you can start selling on eBay with a free account. But eBay does offer subscription levels after that. So of course, when you're just starting out, maybe you don't need the subscription stores, and you can just list and kind of see how it goes until you're comfortable with it, kind of get a feel for it. After that, you do want to consider opening an actual eBay store. The subscription fees are pretty minimal. So eBay offers several levels of subscription stores. Their lowest level, which would be the starter store, is roughly about $5 a month, but you do gain benefits with that. You get lower listing fees, you get lower final value fees, things like that. Because with the regular, you do get X amount of free listings, but after that you are charged, and it is charged at a little higher rate than if you had the subscription store. So again, maybe start out with a free account, see how it goes, see if this is something that you actually want to do and how well you're doing at it, and if you can make an actual income out of it. And once you've decided on that, then move up to a subscription level store. Number 2, inventory. I'm going to talk about 2 low overhead ways to get inventory into your stores and how to make money off of them quick. Number 1 being things that you already have laying around your house. We all have stuff in our attics, in our basements, in our garages, our closets, whatever, collecting dust that we've never used. Some of them may be even new. That is number 1, the easiest way to get inventory, list it, sell it, and make money quick. So that's not costing you any extra additional money at the moment. Obviously you paid for it at some point. However, by far the easiest way to get some inventory at a low cost. Number 2 would be thrift shops. So this is definitely a topic that some people think is a way that resellers are taking advantage of these stores. However, definitely not true. So people think that thrift shops are only for people with low income money. Absolutely not true. A lot of these thrift shops know that there's resellers out there that are buying these products, and to be honest with you, they may not be able to withhold and stand up and build their business without resellers. So they definitely need us out there. So that's another option for you as well. And that's a very low overhead to buy this inventory, get it, sell it, sometimes at a really good profit margin. So for example, I've gone into a Goodwill and I have found a iPhone 6s Plus, and I paid $29.95 for it, and I sold it for $135. Quite a bit on the profit margin. So it's definitely out there. The key to this business model is to be persistent and consistent. You got to go to several thrift stores a day. You got to continually look every day to find the good products. So some examples would be some shoes, electronics, sports goods, tools, etc. All those are a decent profit margin that you can make, and again at a low cost. So don't discount thrift stores. It's a good way to start, and you can definitely make a good amount of profit off of it when you're just starting out. And even in the future, say you start this business and that's how you start out, it's always a good avenue to have, to always be able to go back there for a source of inventory. So definitely check out thrift stores. That's one way you can go, and it's reliable, and you can continue to do that throughout your whole entire business. Moving on to item number 3, let's talk about cameras. So a lot of us may have a camera laying around already. Maybe you have a top of the line camera. However, it doesn't really matter. Most of us do have smartphones, and smartphones nowadays take excellent pictures. I myself do use my smartphone to take the pictures. They come out good quality. All I do is set it to portrait mode, make sure that the lighting is optimal, and I like to take a minimum of 4 pictures per listing, sometimes more depending on what the item is. But that works perfectly fine. So you don't need to go out and spend a bunch of money on a new camera just to get this business started. Maybe in the future, if you'd like to, you can always upgrade and get something different. And as far as smartphones go, you can start to list on a smartphone. However, I prefer to use an actual laptop when it comes time to doing the listings, but that's another topic that we'll talk about in a later video. I just want to touch base on that real quick. All right, and last but not least, item number 4. There's going to be a couple items in this category that I'd like to talk about that I strongly recommend you having even at the beginning of this business. And those 3 items would be a postal scale, a tape measure, and some form of printer. You can just use a regular printer when you're starting out, print it on a regular piece of paper, cut it out, tape it to the box. These 3 items are pretty key in saving you time and money. So when I first started out, I made the mistake of just selling the item and then boxing it up, putting it in a package, going to the post office, FedEx, or UPS, and standing in line and then paying full retail. There are times where I stood in line for 15 to 20 minutes just to ship out a couple packages. Not a good use of time, especially when you're starting this out and you're trying to build your business. Also, as far as pricing goes, when you go in person, you pay at the post office, you do pay quite a bit more than what you would pay on eBay. eBay offers huge discounts with all of the carriers, UPS, USPS, and FedEx. Sometimes you get up to 40% off, sometimes more, depending on what the package is, how you're shipping it. So those are definitely some things that you should have. As far as printers go, you don't need to go out and buy a thermal printer right off the bat. They are expensive, obviously. Eventually, if you do get it, that will save you a lot of time. They're very fast. They print out, you peel it, and you stick it right away, as opposed to cutting and taping with a regular printer. So if you haven't by now, if you found this video helpful in any way, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment below, and I will see you on my next video.